Imagine this. You wake up one day, the sun streaming through your window, and you realize that you've been dreaming about traveling the world. But there's this nagging voice in your head telling you it's just too expensive. Well, what if I told you that traveling the world could be done for just $10 a day? Sounds crazy, right? But stick with me, and I'll show you how it's not only possible, but also one of the most rewarding experiences you can have. First, let's talk about mindset. The most important step in this journey is believing that it can be done. You have to shift your perspective from, I can't afford to travel, to, how can I make this work? Once you adopt that mindset, the possibilities start to unfold. The world is vast, and there are countless ways to explore it without breaking the bank. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of how to stretch that $10 budget. The first thing you need to consider is where you're going. Some countries are just naturally more affordable than others. Southeast Asia, for instance, is a backpacker's paradise. Countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia offer stunning landscapes, rich cultures, and delicious food, all at a fraction of the cost of traveling in the West. You can find hostels for as low as $5 a night, leaving you with $5 for food. And trust me, street food in these countries is not only cheap, but also incredibly tasty. Speaking of food, let's talk about how to eat on a budget. You don't need to dine in fancy restaurants to enjoy local cuisine. In many places, the best meals are found at street stalls or local markets. You can fill your belly with a hearty meal for just a couple of dollars. In places like Bangkok, you can get a delicious bowl of pad thai for less than $2. So, if you're strategic about your meals, you can eat well without emptying your wallet. Transportation is another crucial aspect of traveling on a budget. Instead of splurging on taxis or rental cars, embrace public transport. Buses and trains are not only cheaper, but also give you a chance to mingle with locals and experience the culture in a more authentic way. In many cities, you can hop on a bus or train for $1 or $2 and travel across town. In some countries, you can even find overnight buses that save you the cost of a hostel for the night while getting you to your next destination. Now, let's talk about accommodation. While hostels are a great option, there are even cheaper alternatives if you're willing to be a little adventurous. Consider Couchsurfing, where you can stay with locals for free. It's a fantastic way to meet new people, make friends, and immerse yourself in the culture. Plus, it's a great way to learn insider tips about the area you're visiting. You might even find a host who will show you around, saving you the cost of tours. If Couchsurfing isn't your style, look into work exchange programs. Websites like Workaway and HelpX connect travelers with hosts who need help in exchange for food and accommodation. You could find yourself working on a farm in Italy, helping out in a hostel in Mexico, or volunteering in a community project in India, all while having your basic needs covered. This not only stretches your budget, but also enriches your travel experience. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: activities. How can you enjoy all the sights and experiences without spending a fortune? The key is to seek out free or low-cost activities. Many cities offer free walking tours, which are not only informative, but also a great way to meet fellow travelers. Museums often have free admission days or discounted rates, so plan your visits accordingly. Nature is also your friend. Hiking, swimming, and exploring local parks are typically free and can be some of the most memorable experiences of your trip. And let's not forget about the power of research. Before you embark on your journey, spend some time researching the destinations you want to visit. Look for travel blogs, forums, and YouTube channels that focus on budget travel. You'll find a wealth of information about how to save money, where to eat, and what to do. Knowledge is power, and being informed will help you make the most of your $10 a day adventure. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What about emergencies? It's crucial to have a safety net, even when traveling on a tight budget. Set aside a small emergency fund before you leave. You don't need much, just enough to cover unexpected expenses like medical emergencies or last-minute travel changes. And always have a backup plan. If you find yourself in a pinch, don't hesitate to reach out to fellow travelers or locals for advice. You'd be surprised at how willing people are to help. Finally, remember that traveling is about the experience, not the money you spend. It's about connecting with people, learning new things, and stepping outside your comfort zone. Whether you're sipping a coconut on a beach in Bali or wandering through the bustling streets of Marrakesh, every moment is an opportunity for growth. Embrace the journey and don't be afraid to take risks. So there you have it, a roadmap to traveling the world for just $10 a day. It's not just about the money, it's about the mindset, the connections you make, and the memories you create. The world is waiting for you, and it's more accessible than you think. So grab your backpack, open your heart, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. You've got this!